it's time for the Smith Transport Newscast. I'm Jen Hilligas.
And I'm Michael Gallagher from Rhode Island, remember?
From Rhode Island.
Thank you.
Yeah, so this week we're celebrating Veterans Day all week.
Excellent. Thank you for those veterans. This is something that we can't take for granted. Thank you for our veterans giving us our right to vote. Some people don't have this right, and we should not take it for granted. So thank you for all the veterans and our drivers who served in the military.
Right.
Thank you.
What else is happening this week?
Well, Todd Smith has a message for us drivers and us employees also. Somebody hear what that message is going to be.
Woo! Todd, we love when Todd Smith, our president and
Yes,
CEO,
we do.
comes on, so that's pretty good. This week, Hey Girl Hey brings you some information on our Bedford short haul.
Also, Rob and Joe, they're going to show us some ways to earn some extra money. Who does not like extra money? Yeah, I always need extra money. That's why I work 7 days a week. I love the money.
Right, show me the money.
God bless you. Thank you.
That'll be followed by Wally number 2. That's what he calls himself. He's here to bring a message of thanks. You got to check that out.
And Wally's a great guy. And Jess Lavelle has the Clean Inspections Roll Call of the Week. Clean Inspections. That's always good to have. It's our job to make sure these trucks are safe for us and the boardroom public.
Oh, yeah, and you have to check out the Smith anniversaries this week with Rob and Donnie, Shep-Dawg. I catch them having a little bit of fun over there in their office, too. You'll have to check out the segment to see what's going on.
And also we have Photos of the Week, what our drivers sent to us.
And we love to get those photos
Yes, we
of
do.
the week,
They're excellent,
right?
excellent, yes.
You should take some because you're out on the road sometimes.
I would try and do that. I'm a very busy driver, but I would try.
Do you drive during the day or do you drive at
I
night?
prefer to drive at night, less traffic, less construction.
Oh, yeah. So it's hard to get some good images, I guess, if you're at night.
Yes.
And we have a lot of night now. It's dark
I
from
love
like
it.
5
I
o'clock till
love
7
it.
a.m.
I love it. I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, you do well. Also, we'll finally announce the winner of the Thanksgiving Day e-card that'll win the Yeti,
Awesome.
the hat. They said before, Shane and Dave have talked about only 2 of these hats were ever made.
Really? I did not know
Yep,
that.
Gina Musselman won the first one, and this is the second and final one, so only 2 of those made. So that's a pretty cool prize.
Good, yeah, that's great.
And
yes.
I bet we could get Todd and Barry to sign this for us, too.
Even
so
better,
maybe I'll work on that. All right, what else is going on? What you got over there?
I got another list of some Rhode Island words you'd not be familiar with.
Oh.
Where do you put your clothes after you're done washing, drying them? Where do you put them?
In my closet.
Okay, we put them in our burrow.
Burrow?
Our burrow. We call it a burrow. Yes.
Wow. Okay, that's new.
Thank you. How about when you guys get done shopping? What do you push out of that Walmart store?
My shopping cart or my buggy?
We call it a carriage.
A
my,
carriage?
My shopping carriage, yes. Okay. And I keep a lot of stuff. You guys may call it a basement. We call it a cellar.
A cellar.
A cellar.
Oh, cellar to me sounds dark and scary.
That's what it is. Thank you. And a lot of guys like Subway, etc. We have one in Rhode Island, Massachusetts. It's called a grinder.
A grinder.
A grinder.
So like a sub, like a hoagie is what I
A
was
sub. You go to the Angelo's, get a number 9. It's made right in front of you. It's a grinder. It's delicious.
Oh, okay, all right.
And one more thing, a cabinet. What do you think a cabinet is?
That's where I put my food.
You are incorrect. You are wrong. It's an ice cream drink up in Rhode Island. It's a very thick milkshake, and we call it a cabinet. Vanilla, chocolate, you name it.
A cabinet?
Google it.
I
Cabinet.
wonder how you came up with that name, cabinet.
It's not me. It's Rhode Island a mess. Thank you. And one more shout out this week to a group of friends of mine,
Oh,
if you
okay,
don't
let's hear
mind.
it, yeah.
Bo, Luke, Cooter, Enos, Roscoe, and Boss Hog, and especially you, Daisy. Ow, baby doll. I see you guys at Thanksgiving.
Oh, well, hey, I have my own northern shout out to Ashley Bernia. Ashley, go Buffalo. She sent me this buffalo tie-dye mask. I love it. I love to see pictures. Ashley is a photographer as well as a driver.
At
Uber
Walmart.
drivers. Yeah, at Walmart. And she has her co-pilot, Paul Bear, that rides with her.
Awesome.
Love to see the cool photos of all the places they go, including some zoos. It's her fave. And red pandas. But I love my mask, Ashley. You're on the anniversary segment, too, so congratulations on your 2 years here at Smith Transport.
2 years, that's great.
Right.
My
Thanks for
God,
all you
yes.
do in representing the women drivers out there in our Smith family. So, I guess.
Excellent. And I think next week we have a little tour Thanksgiving show.
Oh,
right?
we do. Yeah.
All right,
A little
excellent.
Thanksgiving action.
Coming up very quick. I'm excited.
All right.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Well, I'm going to go back and teach the class. Thank you for having me. I will talk to you later.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks,
See
Jen.
ya.
Bye-bye.
Hey girl, hey!
Hey!
So this week, Michelle and I are going to be talking about our Bedford short haul regional runs. Michelle's going to fill you in a little bit about what the cents per mile is, your home time, your area's run, and what freight you're going to be hauling. If you're a current Smith Transport driver and are interested in this account, definitely get with your driver manager, make sure it's a good fit for you, and we'll see what we can do to get you on that account. If you are a new driver coming aboard to Smith Transport or considering coming over to Smith Transport, definitely give our recruiting team a call. We'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. So just let us know. We're here to answer any of your questions. And as always, stay safe. Thanks for all you do.
Thanks, Leanne. Today we're going to talk about Bedford short haul. So we have a map here beside me. Our hiring area and line haul area is from Maine down to Virginia, Pennsylvania over to Jersey. It's a service-based account and it is 65 cents a mile. If you're interested in joining this team, give Leanne or myself a call.
Hey girl!
Hey, girl!
Hey!
Today is Veterans Week, and I want to say thank you to all of our veterans across the company. Professional drivers, shop, office staff, logistics, our warehouses across the country, our terminals across the country. Thank you for what you do, and thank you for being part of Smith Transport. Thank you.
Rob and Joe's show's back. Wonder if they recognize who's Rob and who's Joe.
I think it's pretty obvious, dude.
All right, yeah, because I'm wearing my hat. I got my hat back on, that's why. And listen,
I'm way better looking, man. I'm sorry.
Well, but listen, here's the deal. So
The original
hat, I've been wearing it. I think Jen had like 10,000 requests for it to keep wearing. And I got a huge teaser. This is what we call a huge teaser moment. Next week's newscast, who knows what hat I might be rocking, but Dane Smith told me, he said, you want to talk original trucker hats? He said,
I got a piece of original shirt that I'm going to wear next week.
so stay tuned. You better tune in next week to see what's going on.
So let me give out the first shout out. I want to give a shout out to our friend Rob Sabo.
Sabo!
Accountability for showing up this week and doing the segment.
Very
Appreciate it. Teamwork. So
yeah,
a couple of our core values. Thanks for doing.
He's back.
He's back. We're going to talk money today. What do you think? I'll let you start it off. Absolutely.
But we do have a great referral program here at Smith Transport, and honestly, our best way of getting drivers in is through word of mouth, other drivers who have a great experience here at Smith Transport, and then there's drivers out there in the market that are looking, they talk to our guys, they see our beautiful equipment, and our drivers say, hey, you know what, Smith treats me pretty good. And then bam, voila, we get a driver out of it. So, hey, we have a few trucks yet that we're putting in, that we're onboarding. We're growing, so we have some nice growth that's continued. So why not, if you're a Smith driver, refer a driver, make yourself some Christmas paper. We got Black Friday. Actually, somebody told me today, it's like Black Friday all month. Some of our great customers, the Home Depots of the world, the Walmarts and the Amazons and those
Rosses,
people, they have sales going on all month. So how about making some Christmas paper to just start your Christmas shopping early? Make a bonus there, referral bonus.
The way I look at it is, when we hire a driver here and they come aboard and they're happy with their company and they're doing
careful
the right
with your
things.
hands there.
Sorry,
remember, you bang your hands on the table, it makes a lot of noise.
But they
sorry,
have
folks, because he's 7 foot tall. His arms are like 8 feet long, so they flail around like a.
But getting back to what I was saying,
sorry about that.
Once the driver's here and they're happy and they're working for the company, they have friends at their previous company. This is where we get our best drivers. This is where the drivers that come aboard with Smith Transport, this is where the longevity comes from.
Absolutely.
Okay, because we're getting with the people that out there. All right. Mm-hmm. So, and those are the best of the best.
Yep.
So I'm going to go over some of the pay and bonus levels here. So our 2-week drivers, if you bring a 2-week driver on, it's $500 after 14 days, $500 after 60 days, and $500 after 180 days. Okay.
So there you go. So by Christmas, I could have $1,000.
Absolutely.
For almost close to Christmas.
Absolutely.
But for sure, that holiday Black Friday, I could have $500.
Absolutely.
Ooh, I like it.
Weekly. Anybody that's home on the home every weekends on the WalMarts, or over the road weekly, or Northeast drivers or Southeast drivers, they get $250 after 14 days, $250 after 60 days, and $500 after 180 days.
Making more cash.
Okay?
I love it.
And then I'm going to throw this out there. I'm extending the rehires. So
Ooh,
anybody,
it sounds
that
like
is
a holiday
rehires
special
that
from
are coming
RD.
back here. It's a holiday special. It's
I
going
feel like
from,
we're on QVC right now.
Yeah, well, it is. It is. All right. There's a little clock in the corner. Time's running out.
We need a
You
phone
got
here.
60 minutes.
Hey Jenny, can we get a phone so that thing can ring? We're doing like
start
a
ringing.
QVC special right now.
So we're moving the rehires, extending the rehires from 750 to 1,000.
You know.
So it's the same thing as the weekly. $250 after 14 days, $250 after 60 days, and $500 after 180 days.
Listen, I like to see some rehires from time to time.
Absolutely.
Because I'll tell you what happens. We all know life happens sometimes. Folks have to maybe they try a different opportunity, or they got to be home, or personal or family things come in the way. But I tell you what we try to do operationally here, RD. We try to make sure that we have a culture and that we have obviously freight, equipment, all those things in place so that we treat drivers better than anybody else on the planet. And, if you do have to quit, go off the road, whatever, when life changes for you that you can get on the road or looking for that, regional job again, you only make one phone call.
And the way we're growing with more dedicated and more engineered solutions, we reach out back to the guys that have left us on good terms.
Maybe an
opportunity
opportunity
to come up to come back.
Our driver's our number one customer.
It's our number one customer.
Okay,
so anybody out there that has 3 referrals at the end of the marking period here will get an additional $500. If they have 5 referrals in that year, they get $1,000. 7 referrals is $1,500.
Hey, remember my man Sugar Shane Sutherland?
Sugar Shane Sutherland.
I think one year he recruited like 8 or 10 drivers.
Yes, he did.
Woo!
Yeah, listen, he
guy's making
done
cash.
great. And finally, 10 referrals is $2,500.
Wow,
it's
a big shout. We'll give a shout out. We gave it last week. We're giving it again because it's we just came through Veterans Day.
We came through Veterans Day.
So I'm sure there'll be some other shout outs on this newscast, but we're tipping our cap to the veterans out there, keeping us safe, land of the free, home of the brave. That's why.
That's right. Well, I think that's all we got.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, dude.
Rob and Joe's out.
Good afternoon, Smith family. How we doing today? All right, I want to give a shout out to our veterans, our men and women that have served our country. Thank you for your service. If you see a veteran, Trump bump, fist bump, or shake their hand, tell them thank you for the service and everything. So to all the veterans, even working at Smith Transport, thank you from the bottom of my heart for your service. Appreciate it. Also, I want to give a shout out to the police, the emergency, volunteer firemen, doctors, nurses. Thank you for your services. I appreciate it. Also want to give a shout out to the Smith employees. Thank you for all you do, and thank you for your services. I appreciate it very, very much. Just wanted to let everybody know that the Pittsburgh Steelers are 8-0. I want to give a shout out to the Steelers and everything. Good job. Appreciate what you guys do. Keep doing what you're doing. Go Steelers!
Hey, hi Smith Nation. It's me, Jen. And I'm a little frustrated because Rob and Donnie were supposed to be over at 10 o'clock to film their segment, and I can't get a hold of them, and they're not answering their phones. So, it's pouring down rain. I walked across to the shop, and I'm going to find them. Hey, you guys seen Rob and Donnie?
They're in the war room.
Thank you. The war room. Hey, what's going on? Oh my!
Good morning, everybody. We were just blowing off some steam here while we were prepping for our Smith anniversaries. This is actually, we're filming a day. This is Wednesday. This is Veterans Day, and we'd like to give a big shout out to all current and veterans that have served in the past. We appreciate your service. Without the veterans that served and are currently serving, we wouldn't have that opportunity. So thank you very much to all the veterans out there. We appreciate what you did and are doing for us.
Well said, Rob.
Thank you.
Starting off this week of Smith anniversaries, we have a big array of years of service in many areas.
Yeah, and I want to grab the first one. Well,
the Shep-Dawg is in the house.
Give the dog what he wants, or he's going to tear up the couch. So if he wants to take it, he can start it off. But
you wanted the first one? Go for it.
All right, I'll take it.
I think he's from your parts of the area.
Yep, he's one of my really good friends. Known him since we were in school together. Travis Colball. We actually graduated together from Chestnut Ridge. He's been with us 30 years. He is the operations manager at the Remington warehouse. I can't say enough about Travis. I remember we made a trip out to Remington years back, and we took some tours of the warehousing, and Travis's warehouses were some of the cleanest facilities that I've ever seen. Travis does an outstanding job. He's been with us 30 years. Congratulations, Travis, and thank you for your years of service.
Thank you very much. And if I want to roll back time here just a little bit.
What, do you share? He's turning back time on us now.
You shouldn't even be here. You called off last week.
Well,
I shouldn't even be talking to you.
After the fiasco with the other Rob, I had to make a cameo appearance this week, so we're back on track.
So anyhow, Travis, if I do remember right, he started actually in the wash bay.
Yeah.
And then he worked for Roy Miller in the warehouse here for a while. Got his CDL, ran the jockey trucks, and then found his way out to Remington.
Yeah, so he's come a long way.
Yeah.
And you don't get to hang around here for 30 years just by being a pretty face. Travis is a hard worker, and I'm glad to say he's my friend, and I'm glad he's been with us for 30 years. So thank you again, Travis.
Another shout out to a 22-year service is Annette Snyder, and she's our support services manager, customer service, something in there. I think she tries to keep you straight too.
Yeah, but thank you for your 22 years. I think you're in the same boat as me some days. Not everybody might like you, but they respect you, and you get it done. It's a great job, and thanks for your 22 years. Next up, we got another up-teen year personnel, Mr. Jay Irvin. He's been with us 18 years. He is a driver manager at corporate here at Roaring Spring. Jay does a great job communicating with us on routing of trucks and for accident damages and everything. So great job, Jay. Glad to have you here for 18 years.
Next up, another in the teens of service, 16 years service, Sean Detterline. And he is with the Roaring Spring Trailer Shop, 16 years.
So let's give a big stare down or shout out to Sean for that.
There you go.
16 years.
16 years.
And I don't want to take credit for it, but I think I was the one that prompted him to come in and fill out an application 16 years ago. And,
good job,
he really didn't have the experience when he come in. We gave him an opportunity like we do with all employees, and he made the best of it. And I think he's a lead tech back there now, or a foreman. Yep. Communicates well with us. Great job, Sean. Thank you for your 16 years of service. Well. Aurelio Sanchez, 14 years of service. What? He is part of the Tommy Smith Golden Eagle Million Mile Club.
There you go.
He is a member of that club, and that is a prestigious club. And, having Tommy's name on that decal means a lot to us. And it should mean a lot to the guys that earned that. So,
absolutely.
that's a great program, great club. thanks Aurelio for 14 years.
Next up, we got Papa Joe Hayes. Good driver, excellent driver. You don't hear anything out of him. And there again, he's on the Tommy Smith Golden Eagle Million Mile Club, and he has 12 years of service.
Yeah, and personal note, Papa Joe, he's a great guy. Whenever he's in the yard, he doesn't come in griping and complaining. He always pulls you aside. He asked about your family. We talk about his kids, his grandkids, and everything. And he's a really good guy, true professional driver, and we do appreciate your 12 years, Joe. Next we got Michael W. Ickes.
There you go. Michael is the body shop manager.
He's showing here for 12 years of service.
Wow.
Might not be watching the podcast right now. He's they got a mountain of parts down there they're working on. And I think they were pulling something in the booth for primer today. So
that was yesterday.
But Mike's been with us 12 years. He actually was with us prior. He worked for me when I managed the body shop. I actually interviewed and hired Mike. He's come a long way. He does a good job keeping up with the frequency of accidents and the damages, and in running the shop down there. So thanks, Mike, for your 12 years of service.
Next up, with 9 years service, Robert D. Wigman. And he's out of the Bedford Walmart dedicated drivers.
9 years of service. Isn't he the cat that wears a kilt?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rob's a good guy. Robert. I don't want to say Rob, so it's Robert. 9 years. Thank you for your 9 years of service. Next up, we have Bobby Joe Williams. She's been here 9 years. She is a traffic specialist.
Next up, we got Richard L. Wilson with 8 years of service.
Don't really hear much from him either.
No.
So, I mean, just because we don't say anything about you or run numbers or have a little anecdote about you doesn't mean that you're not a valued employee. It just means that you're out there doing your job every day. You don't come in here with any gripes or complaints. You might say hi and give a courtesy wave, and you're back out rolling and hauling freight. And that's what it's all about, and that's what Richard does.
Yes.
He's a great driver, and we're glad to have him here for 8 years. Next on the list is another driver, 7 years of service, Gene Sizemore. Gene's a good driver, always says hi.
7 years.
Yep, he's a trucker.
Next up, Ashley Saylor, 5 years extended coverage supervisor.
Next up is a driver. He drives for it's Leon Robinson, 4 years of service. He actually runs for the Bedford Walmart, and I think he runs some captive air.
He does
as well.
He does.
Great job, Leon, for 4 years, and thank you.
Along with us, for another 4-year service person, Edward Shirley.
Ashley, you're going to have to help me here. Brania, 2 years of service. She is on the Bedford Walmart run. She's a pretty good driver for 2 years with us. Good job, Ashley, and thank you.
Fine.
Yep, it's you.
John Kruger, 2 years service.
Michael Glessner Jr., 2 years of service. He's with the he's a casual driver with the Bedford Walmart division.
Carl Williams, and he has 2 years service with the Bedford Walmart driver manager.
Yeah, so that little group there that we just talked about, that was part of the push.
Yeah.
2 years ago when we started the Walmart fleet. So I'm glad everybody's still with us, doing very well up there. Thank you. And I knew you were going to hit me with this one, Shep. Kahing.
Just sound it out.
I guess it's just like it says.
Yeah.
1 year of service. Sorry if we butchered it, but thanks for being on board with us.
Another 1 year service is David Robinson.
Justin Stallings as well, 1 year of service.
And Frederick Jones, 1 year service.
David Sutley, 1 year of service. Well, we're just
David-
running through a rash of ones
Yeah.
here, too. That must have been
1
another
year
free for all.
David Bolliard, 1 year service.
And thank goodness for Travis Colball again. He sent me the pronunciation for this employee, Molly Watiska. 1 year service. She works for Travis at the Remington warehouse.
And to round it out this week, we have with 1 year service, also at the Remington warehouse, Thomas L. Smith.
So congratulations, everybody. Thank you for being part of the Smith Transport team and family. Let's make sure that we have you on the list for next year too.
Yes, very good. Good thought. So God bless you. God bless America. Be safe. Thank you.
Hello, Smith Nation. You know what time it is. Clean inspection roll call. Please help me to congratulate the following drivers on their clean inspections: Robert Fargo, Daniel Clark, and Tony Curley. We want to see more clean inspections rolling in. We thank you for all that you do. See you next week.
Shane and me, week 3, and we have a winner. Aria Ford submitted the winning photo that we're going to use on our Thanksgiving card. Aria drives for the DHL dedicated account. She drives a classic 389 long-nosed Pete, and we do know that you don't make it to home base too often, so we will be mailing you your prizes. Jen just let us know we're going to have a Christmas card competition as well, and we'll be back later this month with more information.
Thanks, guys.